Well, this was a fantastic way to spend my New Year's Day. The Impossible. Okay, so the plot of The Impossible is based around the events of the tsunami that happened in 2004, and it follows the events of a family who are affected by this at that time and are swept away with the tsunami, and it's about them trying to look for each other and the events that take place after. Now, from the off, I can just say this is a very intense film, and looking at the trailer you can see that, and to be quite honest, it was more intense than I imagined it to be. In fact, I imagined something that was more on the emotional side and more, you know, just kind of playing with your emotions, but and the film does do that, and it does it in a sly and quite brilliant way, but at the same time it is quite just a very disturbing film. And with a film like this, it really hangs on the performances, and I must say Naomi Watts absolutely knocks it out of the park. From all the promotional footage I saw, I thought it might be Ewan McGregor who was the more stronger role in the film, but after watching it I was just completely blown away by Naomi Watts, and I would not be surprised if she wasn't nominated at the Oscars for something. The children as well are really strong actors as well, and I think when a film has really strong child actors, that's a sign of down to great direction, because sometimes children actors can be a bit of a hit and miss, but with this I thought they did a really fantastic role in what they were given to do. The film left me feeling very uncomfortable though. From the first opening shot of the plane, you really get an unsettling feeling from this film, and you get this strong pressure pushed down throughout the whole film, and it's kind of understandable why that's there, but it's not necessarily an experience I want to go through again. I felt like the emotions were kind of forced at times as well, due to a music cue or how a particular event took place, and I feel like, though this was a true story, I feel like some events were obviously dramatised a bit more for that emotional punch, and I just don't think that resonated with me as well as some of the other imagery in the film did. Like I said, one viewing of this film was enough for me. I got everything I wanted from it. It really was an emotional journey as well as this really disturbing and powerful journey. And some audience members in my screening passed out. I think 2 went out to go throw up or something, and it's not an easy watch, but it is a very rewarding and very, very well made film. So overall I'm going to give The Impossible a 4 out of 5. I think it's a really well made film. I'm really glad I watched it, but I can't say I enjoyed my experience with it. It elicited loads of different emotions from me, which is what I want when I go to a film, is to have these emotions felt, but it's not necessarily emotions I want to constantly feel. So I feel like the film is very commendable. I feel like it will probably get a couple of Oscar recognitions here and there, and I think it's really worth checking out if you can handle it, because it is an absolutely phenomenal piece of work. And as usual, if you like this review, you can just click subscribe and you can see more.